MBT, it's 4 p.m. Time for your third quarantine series video.
Yes, cameraman.
Good afternoon, Jank enthusiasts. I'm MBT, and this is 10-minute testing. Yeah, I've put this off as long as humanly possible. About a month ago, SAMPAI won the third Yu-Gi-Oh! Quarantine series, after their victory in the second, which was followed up with a brain-meltingly ridiculous Cyber Dragon list. I feared for my sanity when they took the third. Imagine my relief when I opened a YDK to find a surprisingly competent rank 4 deck, and my subsequent dismay when I was told it was to be used to repeatedly summon Crazy Box. Presenting Dice Dice Baby. Before we begin, if you're on the fence about subscribing, let me sweeten the pot for you a little bit. Click that little button below the video and you'll be able to get announcements for the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Quarantine series and hopefully snatch the crown from SAMPAI. So here's the list, and Onomat. Weird to see an engine from a tier 1 deck, here. As always, I'll give you a background about the archetype, a little bit of a discussion about what I hope the deck can do, and of course, the card by card. But first, this video is sponsored by Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Deck. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Deck is an online strategy site for our mutual favorite card game. It's got a deck builder, card database, and a wealth of strategy articles. It's also where I post the Quarantine Series deck breakdowns, so give it a look at www.ygoprodeck.com. Now let's strap in for SAMPAI's masterpiece. The main deck is surprisingly competent. Since the goal of the deck is to summon rank 4s early and often, it's on the best cards to do that outside of gadgets. We're on the Sharks, so you can all stop asking me when we're revisiting Shark for Master Rule 5, the Onomats, and a smattering of cards included specifically to give me an aneurysm. Among them Orgoth the Relentless, Rum 7, and Ordeal of a Traveler. Now, unfortunately, Crazy Box can't attack and none of its effects win the game on their own, so we're gonna have to figure out another way to walk away with it. Thankfully, we do have a way to deal damage without attacking. Though we're playing them all at 2, specifically to tilt me, I expect, we have a couple of copies of the Dark Sanctuary, which is kind of a burn spell, and all but ensures we're not going to be hit, provided we've got enough fairy boxes to cause a real ordeal for our traveling opponent. I'm confident that with a bit of luck and a working knowledge of how to manipulate Edo Pro's RNG values, we can walk away with a few victories. So with that, let's get into the card by card. Firstly, our rank 4 enablers, 3 Cutter Shark, 2 Lantern Shark, and the Fab 4 of Utopic, Gloves, Coat, and Magician. Give Gigas a break, he isn't compelled to work during Corona as a member of Dododo Amalgamated Workers 248. We're also on Dice Rolling All-Stars Snipe Hunter, Orgoth the Relentless, and Dice Jar. For spells, we're playing 3 copies of Automata Pickup, 2 of Automata Para, 2 Dangerous Machine Type 6, 2 Dark Sanctuary, Terraforming and Set Rotation with a Dual-tainment target, Roulette Spider, Dual Link Stapled Dice Foon, Summon Dice, the 7th one, and 2 copies apiece of Blind Obliteration, Fairy Box, Dice Nide, Ordeal of a Traveler, and Metaverse. In the extra, we've got Lucky Straight, Berry and Hope, C101, Shark Lancer, Paradise, 3 Crazy Box, number 69 for obvious reasons, Utopia, Shark, Gagaga, Barian, S0, and Megaclops. So with that, let's jump into the games. Our first match is up against Murphy, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't read a single one of these cards, but if anything happens to them over the course of this game, I will destroy Yu-Gi-Oh! Our opponent's going to lead with a copy of Rescue Cat, which seems pretty high roll. Next, they'll special summon a copy of Hop-Eared and Fenny, so they can link summon a Halka Fibrax. Oh my god, is this just a combo deck? They're going to go into Link Cross, summon a couple of tokens. Afterwards, they're going to Synchro summon a copy of Formula Synchron. Okay, they'll draw a card, special an Arborea, go into a Phoenix, trigger Recover, and Synchro summon a second Formula Synchron? Oh, to overlay for Forest. Now it makes sense. They'll set one card and at end step summon both Puppy and Fenny from the hand. Alright, we might be able to do this. We'll lead with a copy of Dice Foon. Our opponent will trigger Emergency Teleport in response, going for a Ghost Ogre, and dang it, we would have destroyed it. Okay, we're going to go for Automata Pickup and Para. We're going to normal summon a copy of Utopic Onomatopoeia, which prompts a Kalimtosa from our opponent. Alright, well I guess we'll set Type 6 and pray that this deck doesn't have an OTK. Our opponent's going to activate Forest's effect and then activate Merfey Hide and Seek in order to shuffle 3 beasts back into their deck and draw a card. They'll overlay for another Forest and attack for 19. The door is rapidly closing on this game. We gotta draw something amazing if we want to get out of it. Off the top we rip. Oh my god, the 7th one! Wait, we might be able to do this! Okay, we'll fire the 7th one for a Silent Honor Dark and C101. They're going to activate Pony and Murphy of the Forest to negate it, but we'll overlay for Berry and Hope. This triggers both of our opponent's Murphy effects to go into Fenny and a Hop-Eared. Okay, we can walk over the Phoenix, but we don't have much else to do. Although you'll notice, Our opponent is at a very particular life total. They're under 6,000, so as long as our set copy of Dice Jar cooperates, we can still easily walk with this one. They'll make Boral Sword Dragon. They'll activate Murphy Tag to get back Forest. It's an attack position, so Boral Sword can attack twice. They'll go to battle phase, attack over our monster, deal 3,000, attack into our set Dice Jar, and... Oh, we rolled a 2. Ah, dang it. Well, obviously we were never going to beat Tier 1 meta threat Murphy, but potentially a fellow Numberian is more our speed. You'll see what our opponent's playing almost immediately. We're going to lead with a glove, special summoning a Utopic Onomatopoeia from our hand, going for Crazy Box, and drawing a card. That is in the top percentage of what we could have done there. Our opponent's going to lead with a copy of Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon, and as soon as they said Pendulum and Persona, I'm thinking, oh god, it's Odd Eyes. Until I see the Pendulum summon. Lucky Straight Turbo! Thankfully, luck is on our side, and our opponent rolls a 1 and a 2. We're going to lead with Crazy Box. We hit a 5. We'll pop that Arc Pendulum and then go for an Onomatopoeia. From here we can make another rank 4, but this time with 3 materials. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Let's go for 69. This negates not only my Crazy Box's effect, but also allows us to copy the effect of Lucky Straight, and we roll substantially higher than our opponent. Our opponent draws for turn. They're going to go ahead and activate Glorious Numbers, bringing back Lucky Straight, and then equipping a material to it, activating the effect to roll 2 and 1 again. They attempt to commit Honorable Seppuku, but we will deny it by flipping Ordeal of a Traveler. From this position, we can activate Heraldry Crest's effect, again targeting our own copy of Crazy Box, and let's see what we roll. Nice. Alright, let's get in for lethal. So it's time for game 3, and you know what that means, a best of... No. What's this? It can't be... SAMPAI's previous list! Cyberdark Coin! Okay, well at the very least we're going first, and we're on a competent rank 4 engine. There's no way we lose to this. Alright, we're going to lead with a copy of Automata Pickup. We'll fire off an Onomatopoeia. Afterwards, we're going to summon a copy of Dodo Dwarf Go 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 Glove and Utopic before overlaying for Crazy Box, activating the effect, and apparently starting at 4,000 life points. No big deal, not like they have a direct attacker. Our opponent's going to use Claw to go into Edge, and then Edge to equip the Claw. They'll activate Inferno and attack directly. We'll activate Fairy Box, and thankfully we do win the flip, but unfortunately Claw still triggers and destroys our monster. Okay, well, Lantern Shark is a pretty good draw. We're going to go ahead and normal summon the copy of Lantern Shark and special the Cutter Shark, using the Cutter Shark's effect to get the remaining Lantern Shark from the deck before overlaying for Rebarian Shark, bringing back Crazy Box, and come on, yes, a 5! We'll target our opponent's monster, and then remember that their cards have text on them. Okay, let's go to game 2. I didn't expect to have to wage war against 2 of my old nemesis this best of 3, Sampai's previous list, and reading. Well, we're going first for game 2. No way we screwed this one up! We're going to lead with a copy of Automata Pickup, getting a Para to our hand. We will activate Para for a Utopic and a Coat. We'll go ahead and normal summon this copy of Utopic and then use its effect to get both the glove and the coat out of our hand. We'll go for a Crazy Box and then send the Utopic to the graveyard. We're going to bring it back with Coat, then overlay for a second one. We'll activate this copy of Set Rotation first to play around the roll, and what do you know, that pays off. We roll a 5 and destroy our opponent's card. Things are looking up, and we have assembled an unbeatable setup. Our opponent's going to go ahead and fire off a Pot of Duality. Yeah, Waking the Dragon, not very good when I know about it. They're going to set a copy of Solemn, and time to fire these Crazy Boxes again. We roll a 5, fine. Followed by a 1, okay. Well, we still can't attack, so that set monster is fine. We'll pass it back to our opponent, who will activate the effect of Magician Souls, summoning the Dark Magician... No way! No way! No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way! Okay, actually, no way. Thank goodness. I don't think I can actually beat Dark Sage. We'll go ahead and normal summon a copy of Cutter Shark, a fantastic top deck. We could go into a competent 4 here, but why not go into Rebarian Shark? We'll activate Crazy Box again, and you are just completely useless, aren't you? Okay, our opponent's going to activate Cyberdark Cannon. They're going to normal summon a copy of Cyberdark Edge, equipping the cannon, go to battle phase. They will miss on the Dark Sanctuary, but it doesn't matter. By taking damage, Pero can destroy it. Okay, we need something amazing off the top. Ooh, Orgoth might do it! We'll Rebarian, we'll bring back this Crazy Box, and then Tribute summon this copy of Orgoth. We're going to put this copy of the 7th one on top of our deck, roll a couple of times, and even though we miss the Crazy Box, attacking directly wins us the game! So it's time for that all-important game 3, and yes, everything is coming together. This hand will certainly be an ordeal for our opponent. We're going to set a monster and Ordeal and pass it back to them. As long as I have both traps and monsters in my opener, I should be able to prevent them from attacking efficiently. They're going to Duality for Duality, set 3 and pass it back to me. For turn we draw another trap. Okay, we'll set a Dice Knight and pass it back to our opponent. Our opponent's going to activate Duality once again, finding off the top. dang it, a claw. Okay, that'll get them off of the races. They'll activate Claw's effect for a copy of Inferno. They'll fire off Foolish Burial Goods for a climax. That's going to put a Desperado in hand. They'll normal summon this copy of Edge, equipping it with a claw, go to battle phase, and it is ordeal time. They choose monster. You have chosen foolishly. We draw another ordeal, and at this point we have an unbreakable lock. There's no way they could get it right twice repeatedly. Unfortunately, the result is going to be a game that is extremely boring, and for that reason, I will not be casting the remainder of it. Enjoy your time alone! Oh, hey dude. I wanted to talk to you real quick. So I went into the bathroom this morning, and I noticed that, I don't know how to say this, like, delicately, but, like, someone had, like, left some stuff in the bowl.
Okay. Oh yeah. What kind of stuff?
Well, I mean, I think you could like infer what kind of stuff. Like you don't just like leave random stuff in the toilet.
Oh yeah.
Right. So my question was, would you mind like flushing the next time that happens?
Oh, okay. I mean, how do you know it's not your stuff? You know, stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Of course. Why would I not be serious?
I think I would remember if it was mine, and I don't think I would have not flushed the toilet. That's not something I would have done.
I agree with you. It was very strange when I saw something similar.
Okay, alright, so there's two people in this house right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's me and you, and
Right.
I know it wasn't me.
Yeah.
So pretty clearly, you know, by process of deduction, it would have to
be you.
No, be you,
Right.
is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so I think we have got off topic here. Alright.
Sure.
I would appreciate, even if this wasn't you, fine.
Sure.
In the future,
Okay.
if you would flush the toilet after you are done using the toilet.
You know, I agree. You should definitely do
Oh, no, but I am already doing it, is the problem.
Oh.
I feel as if potentially you need to be told this.
I'll think about it.
Oh, you will?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would appreciate if instead of thinking about it, you would take action. It doesn't require a lot of thought process, I would expect.
Right.
I mean, deciding if this is something that you're going to do on a regular basis.
What were we talking about again?
I was just really hoping in the spirit of like neighborliness. I know this is a rough time for the pair of us. I would just appreciate if you would, I guess to put it delicately, if you would clean up after yourself once you are done in the restroom.
Sure. You want me to clean the the bath or?
No, okay, so not specifically like the tub or anything.
Sure.
Obviously. I'm talking about whatever is left in the toilet bowl after you are done using the toilet bowl. I would like you to get rid of it by flushing. So we're back with the deck, and this is Yu-Gi-Oh! In its perfect state. Playground staples like Ordeal Lock, win-conless nonsense that artificially extends the game forever, losing to everything. Sometimes it's nice to take a step back and look at what could have been. Let's do the pros and cons. First, the pros. 1. You can make Crazy Box with crazy consistency. Whether that wins the game or not, I will leave up to the interpretation of the viewer. 2. Number 69 is extremely nice. It negates the effects of Crazy Box so it can attack, and it can dupe the effects of much better monsters on the field. And 3. I was able to fill up 10 minutes, netting me a fortune in ad revenue. And the cons. 1. All of its tricks are on board. Your opponent is free to pass, just like Sonic did, until they figure out a way to stop the undefeatable Traveler Lock. 2. Some of these cards are terrible. Explain to me what the hell Dangerous Machine Type 6 is supposed to do. And 3. While I undoubtedly made a mint off of this video, the 90% leave rate during Game 3 of the Best of 3 sure dampened my spirits. All in all, please join the 5th YCS. I cannot do this again. So that's that. As always, thanks to my patrons, MeepMoto27, Tamamo Bay, Alex Perea, Austin Lyles, Candyman, Crispy, Miko Reichman, Sir Tachyon, Tyler Slacks, Tyrese Biggums IV, Andrew Horseman Linderman, Austin Zell, Chad Bortz, Presley Case IV, Moira Brown, Angry Bread, Lucky Number 5, Amit Alafandi, Nick Extreme 99, Miyuna Arashi, Jason Leonard, Andrew Boyko, Dunkoro, Nick Dolores, Marty Caldwell, Meg Fetza, Blue Boy, Shane Meadow, Edits Pranga, David Daniels, Red Eye, Shadal Fusion, Josh, CJ Alex, Stevie Blunder, Darcy Tevz, Mitchell Cook, Sam Soon, Kurakaze, Corpse Away, Haroof, Jane Linya, Stojan is Trubbish, Lucas Hansen, Algis Marcin Kavicius, Lavender Lemonade, Zach McKee, Gustavo Secon, Siberian Rabbit, Pro FP2, Gamer Games, Michael Oskavark, Dan the Man Hoban, Blab, Blake Root, Standards Objective, Jeff Leonard, Emperor Stove, TJ Steakhouse, Dominic Ernst, Pro Yugi Dad, Picnic Blasted, Lawrence, Gel, Do Ra Do, Ernesto Ibarra, Fighting Fang Wong, Donnie Fillerup, Adam Sundquist, Isaac Jackson, Second, Lucas Geardas, Adam Trevino, Adrian Bra, and Distrin. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. And if you want to be part of the process, consider following me on Twitch as well. See you next time.